Hello, everyone, and welcome to Blow the Whistle Sports. I'm your host, Wayne Holloway, and thank you once again for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, and share. And like always, if you want to see something on our show, drop them in those comments below or hit us on any one of our social media outlets. Holler at us, we holler back. But without further ado, let me introduce you to my co-host. We call him the Brainiac of the Hour, our own sports almanac here at Blow the Whistle Sports, and his name is Mr. Steven Rubain. How you doing, sir?
I would love to say I'm in great spirits, but as you know, I got a very heavy heart this week as my father, Cecil Wayne Rubain, those who follow the show know I've been going back and forth to visit him. He's had a long battle with cancer, and he passed away last week. And so it's just been, a whirlwind of emotions, ups, downs, just try to keep it together. And, he loved sports. He made me have my love for sports. And so you just go back and you reflect on all those times playing catch, shooting baskets, throwing the football around, and you just, it just hits you. And so to all you fathers out there, son, just never take it for granted. Always enjoy every moment you can. You just never know when time is going to end. So I just want to go ahead and thank him. I'm dedicated this show to him. He was a long time listener to the show. Always asked what time's the show going to be on. I'm going to stay up and listen to it on the East Coast where it came on much later. So thank you, Dad. Thank you for making me who I am, and may you rest in peace.
Yes, our hearts go out to you, man. I'm sorry you have to go through that. That's a heavy one. I loved him though. He was an avid watcher of the show.
Every week.
He always backed us every step of the way, and he will never be forgotten. Never.
So with that being said, the show something has to go on, so we have to make this a good show for him.
Yes, and hug Mama Rubain for me, Steve, please.
Absolutely.
Please.
So the show's over, I'm heading back east, so just want to go ahead and make a good show tonight.
That's right.
So
let's
with
climb
that,
into this.
Let's get into the NFL. Let's get into this NFL news. Where do you want to start with?
Oh yeah. Well, I guess we can start with what's going on and what's going on right now. My goodness. The Panthers have picked up another quarterback because Andy Dalton's shoulder is out of whack. What's his name, Steve? It's
Bryce Persons. He was the ex-UFL MVP. So he had a very strong season in the UFL football, which those who don't know, it's kind of like a league trying to go against the NFL, kind of almost like a minor league. And so players are trying to still get back into the NFL, and he had the strongest performance of anybody in that league. So it's a solid pickup for the Panthers.
He's a wild card. I don't expect us to even need him because Bryce Young is going to show up and show out this season. Cali Cat Pack, Roaring Riot, Panther Nation. It's Bryce Young's year this year. But other things that's going on, the Chiefs are trading Sky Moore to the 49ers for a late round draft pick. Demarcus Robinson is suspended for 3 games for violation for a substance abuse or something.
Yeah, he was supposed to be a good solid player for them this year, so that's going to not be a good sign for them starting the season off.
You have so many months to do craziness if you're going to do craziness, and I'm not suggesting people go out there and do craziness, but come on now. Too much money to be missing these games.
I mean, the substance abuse policy has been there forever and ever and ever, but yet players still seem to get caught. So I don't know what to tell you. Between that and domestic abuse, those two things just destroy more players.
They say a hard head make a soft butt.
It seems to work exceptionally well in the NFL for whatever reason.
I guess when you make that much money, you just got it to give it away.
Yeah, that's it. Hey, who else can afford to lose 3 games? And that's probably like about a good $500,000 salary.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, it is what it is. But let's get into some quarterbacks who are now locked in some starting jobs.
Ooh.
So we've had two big quarterback battles over the training camp. The biggest one, of course, the Browns, as we know, we've talked about numerous times, between Shedeur Sanders, Dylan Gabriel, Pickett, and Joe Flacco. And pretty much what was expected, Joe Flacco won out the quarterback battle to be the number one. He's the experienced
did he
guy.
really win it out, or was it looked like it was getting handed to him in the first place?
Well, yeah. I mean, he's the guy who has the experience. He's the guy who has a Super Bowl victory. And when you got a young team, you want to have somebody that people can look at and say, hey, this is the guy who's been there, done that. He has that swagger. So could it have been a better competition? I don't know. Nowadays, it's hard to have a really strong competition like you used to have back in the day where it was like a real legit competition. Now coaches already have in their minds who they want to be the starter, and it's just a matter of them just not messing it up.
The question is everybody's mind, Steve. Let's stop beating around the bush. Is Shedeur Sanders going to be here, or you think his days are done in Browns camp?
Well, there's two schools of thought, and I'm gonna throw in the third school. The first school is if they only go with three quarterbacks, most likely Shedeur is going to be gone because they're going to keep Flacco. They most likely will keep Pickett, and they're going to keep Gabriel. So Shedeur will be the odd man out. Now, the second school of thought is they keep four quarterbacks, put one on the practice squad, and in that way you can justify keeping Shedeur as a practice squad player if he survives a practice squad.
In your honest opinion, do you think Shedeur outplayed any of the people before him on this roster? But do you think he has at least earned that third spot?
Once again, like I said, if it was based on the old-fashioned earning your spot, yeah, he probably should have earned the spot. But that's not how they do it nowadays. Nowadays, it's already predetermined, and they just go about and, you just pretty much just can't mess it up. You can't just be horrible. If you're horrible, that'll change things. But otherwise,
come on, Steve. This is blow the whistle. I know you being nice out there. Now I get it. That was a nice thing to say. But I want you to. Do you feel that Shedeur should have a spot, or is this some BS going on right now?
Well, I'm gonna get to my third, and this is what I'm expecting to happen. I'm expecting somebody to come up with a injury. In that case, they have a so-called injury. They can be stashed away on injury reserve as a way to maintain all four guys, and then that way they don't lose anyone. That's my expectation. Don't be surprised if somebody comes up with a mysterious hamstring or a calf injury or one of those that you can stretch it out for about 10, 12 games. That's my expectation. I think everybody's going to stay.
Okay. Well,
if they only keep three,
I'm going to give you my expectations.
Oh, go ahead.
My expectations is the Browns fans want Shedeur in Brown country. And if Cleveland doesn't get it together, they're about to upset their fans once again with a bonehead decision. Now, go ahead and do what you want to do. But the guy that's most popular to your fans, the people who pay the tickets to come see the game, get it right and put Shedeur in there and let him do his thing, period.
That sounds great. Like I said, it sounds great and wonderful. But you have a GM there who drafted Gabriel 2 picks ahead. They're not going to cut him and then show, well, why you drafted him in the first place? Because like you're speaking right now, Shedeur Sanders probably should have went in the third round. So
the guy did not look good on his outing. I believe he threw 2 interceptions on double coverage. Again, if you go back and watch and let the record speak for itself,
Right.
The record, it means the record and what happened, the tail of the tape in the game. Shadur stood out, looked good, and and proceeded with excellence. The guy that's been picked over him didn't look very good. Didn't look very good. And I'm not downing the guy. What I'm saying is he should be the one in limbo, not Shadur Sanders.
And like I said, in a perfect world, you're absolutely right. That should be the case. But you have a GM whose job is on the line. He's not going to cut his third round draft pick over a fifth round draft pick when the Wolves are already saying he should have drafted him third anyway. So my expectations is mysterious injury. Somehow they keep all four. But if they have to cut one, they may have to cut Pickett. They may have to. Pickett might have to be the odd man out, and
it is what it is.
It is what it is. I mean,
but I'm gonna say this my last time: Cleveland Browns. You don't do right by Shadur Sanders, it's gonna come back to bite you. That's why you don't want to put him in, because it's already gonna make it look like he did something stupid. But I get it. I get it. Shadur is still gonna still be a show out. Even if you guys mess up, he's gonna get a chance someplace, and he's gonna upset the whole game. He's gonna turn the NFL up on his back. That's just my prediction.
Yeah, and it's a good prediction. I think he definitely will end up somewhere. Like I said, it's just a matter of how the Browns want to play it out. That's going to be the only question. Now, speaking of a quarterback who played himself out of a job, the Indianapolis Colts, Anthony Richardson, who was their first round pick 3 years ago.
Whoa!
And this is an example of what not to do. You know, I talked about this on the show before. When you have these guys who are projects, they're forced to play immediately. They don't play as the way people expect them to play. And now, 3 years into his career, he now is on the outside looking in. It's just absolutely worst thing you could do as a coach to ruin this young man's talent. And now he has to sit there and reevaluate himself, reevaluate where he wants to go with his career.
It's crazy.
Crazy. So Daniel Jones, who we all know has had 7-8 years now to prove himself to try to be a starting quarterback, somehow he's won the Colts starting job. So it's like the lesser of two evils.
Hey, the Colts starting job is a crazy one. Yeah. I won't understand it. Daniel Jones, the person that was over there in New York for all those years,
with Saquon Barkley.
Yes. The Avenger that the Philadelphia Eagles picked up, and we see how big of an asset he is. Daniel Jones had that on his team and did nothing.
Did nothing with it.
Nothing.
So somehow now he's supposed to do better. But the Colts, they have a strong running game, but nowhere near as good as Saquon Barkley.
But you know, when Anthony Richardson came out, and he still has hope, you know, get the injury prone juice away from you, or whatever's going on. Because I told you, you know, when they were talking about the Carolina want him, I said, no, we already had Cam Newton. He was the best at it. Cam freaking Newton, best running quarterback in the game. You know, that guy, we had him already. We didn't want Cam 2.0, and he doesn't even look like Cam 2.0 because he didn't even know how to apply the juice correctly.
Yeah. So speaking of Cam Newton, did you hear on the news that he's getting his number 1 retired?
Number 2, sir.
No, number 1.
Number 2, sir. He was number 1 in Carolina, but his number is actually 2. He's getting his number 2 retired. Number 1 in Carolina. And the only reason he have number 2 in Carolina is because Jimmy Clausen did not want to. He tried to charge him $1 million for the number 2. Tell you about people.
So Carolina is not retiring his number. It is the Auburn football team, Auburn Tigers.
True.
Right now, Cam Newton is still in hot water in Carolina. He got some making up to do before Carolina will give him his due props.
And in Carolina, we don't understand that.
Yeah, we all know he should long be in the Carolina Hall of Fame, but he got some making up to do. There's some people in Carolina who hold a grudge towards him for some reason.
A lot of people hold a grudge to Cam Newton, and
Yeah.
I've said it on this show numerous times. The only reason people hate Cam Newton is because he has an excellent mouthpiece. He's always been respectful. He's never been a problem in the locker room. You can't use that against him. It's his aura and his projection. People do not like an outspoken quarterback. You might as well go ahead and say it. Shut up and play. And since he could talk and he could articulate well, they consider him more dangerous. So that's the only reason his career is where it's at, because Cam Newton should be playing right now. He should be a man on the team contributing, but no, he's doing what we're doing right now, and that's too much talent to be doing that. Eventually, he could have made it to here, but Cam Newton needs to be on the football field. And, I have much respect for him. And it's just a shame that, politics in sports go the way they go.
Right. Yeah, career cut short. That's no question that his career should have went on a whole different level. But that still being said, we have to just move forward. Do we have any other news today that we can get into before we get to these predictions?
Nothing much, man. We need to get into these predictions. And this week we're going to do the AFC predictions. Next week we'll do the NFC predictions. But AFC predictions come this week, and we're going to get them out there. Oh, did you see what Stanley Wilson said to you?
What did he say?
He said,
I can't see. I'm wearing my sunglasses.
Sorry to hear that, Big Steve. Prayers for you. Rest in peace, Pops.
Thank you so much, Rob. I really, truly appreciate that. Yes. Like I said, it was, no matter how long you can wait and expect for something to happen like that, it still hurts just the same, as if it happened suddenly. So, yeah, I really appreciate it. Like I said, he was a lover of the show. I always joked around. His only flaw was that he was a Dallas Cowboy fan. That was the only thing I could hold against him growing up. Was we had some great battles back in the day with the Cowboy Redskin rivalries in the 80s, and he loved Tony Dorsett. I will.
Wow.
Yeah, he was a huge Tony Dorsett fan back in the day.
I'm glad you said that, because, me loving football, I was a Tony Dorsett fan also.
Yeah.
I told people a few weeks ago, I've always been a fan of players, but I've always had my team. And Tony Dorsett was the guy back in the day. He was the guy. Your dad made me like the Cowboys a little bit now, since he was your dad's team.
Yeah. Tony Dorsett for me was like Emmitt Smith. I had no reason to hate them for who they were as people or how they played, but they were Cowboy running backs. So I had to hate them. I just had to hate them, even though there was nothing. They were outstanding people, talented running backs, but they were Cowboys. So I just had to hate them. So, yeah. But, yeah, Tony Dorsett, that was his favorite player growing up. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to get into the Cowboys more over the course of the season because they're still messing up.
And NFC predictions next week.
Next week, we're going to get all into where the Cowboys are going to ride. But let's get to this AFC.
AFC predictions.
Where do you want to start? I'll let you start.
Let's start with the AFC East. You already know the Buffalo Bills run that division, and they will win convincingly. Miami Dolphins once again will bring in a showing, but I expect a lot more than what the Miami Dolphins do every year, and I still get the same. They haven't got over the hump, and until they do, they'll always be up under the Buffalo Bills. They're a team hoping for an injury. That's all. That's all they are. That's all they are.
Okay.
That's the easy division. Buffalo Bills 1, Miami Dolphins 2, and New York Jets and the Patriots coin flip.
I see a little different. I do have the Bills 1.
Right.
I got the Patriots 2.
Wow.
And I got the Jets and Dolphins a coin flip. And
Wow.
the reason why, for the exact reason you just said, the Miami Dolphins every year come out and do the same thing and get you the same results. So why am I going to believe and have trust in the Dolphins when I already see the Patriots have taken that next step ahead?
You seen
They
it?
they got their quarterback Drake May.
Let me
They got
wipe
their
my
coach
eye.
now in
I'm
Vrabel.
wiping my eye so I can see it too, because I
Okay,
ain't seen it.
so
I guess this season is
you
gonna
taking
show me
Tua.
something.
So you taking Tua over Drake May right now?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
All day long.
All right. So guys, circle this on the calendar. We're going to
Circle it.
Circle it.
Hey, it's beautiful that it's on video.
Yes.
That we can go back and we both pick Buffalo Bills 1, and you took
You're taking
the Patriots
Dolphins.
and put them at 2, and
Yes.
took the Miami Dolphins and dropped them to a coin flip. Wow.
Comfortable with the Jets. And quite frankly, they may be 4 because one thing I expect from the Jets is that the Jets will have a top 5 defense with Aaron Glenn as coach. So I think their defense will keep them in the game. They just got to have Justin Fields be a game manager.
And who's the Jets quarterback?
Justin Fields.
Ooh.
So well, Justin Fields is what he is. He's 6'5", 220, runs like a gazelle, and that's going to do him some good. He's just going to have to do a lot of running this year.
Hey, Steve, I like your spunk. Yeah. I like that. I want to see them do well. I want to see Justin Fields do well anyway. But there it is. It's on the table. AFC prediction in the books.
Yeah, I heard this. What has the Dolphins done to get better? They bring out the same team. They lost Mostert. They haven't got anybody to help replace him.
Mostert was never the starter.
Same wide receivers. You don't know what you're going to get from Tyreek because some weeks he wants to be there, some weeks he doesn't want to be there. It's too many question marks.
I hear you. Turmoil in the locker room.
And the defense hasn't gotten any better. So I think they're going to be just marginal. 8-9, 7-10 maybe.
Well, I'll go ahead and let you feel like that. But once again, Miami Dolphins 2nd, Buffalo Bills number 1. Let's move on to the AFC North, Steve.
Ooh, the big division. So this is the division where we got 3 big dogs and then the Browns and then the dog pound. We got 3 big dogs and a dog pound. That's what I'm going to call it. So in the AFC North, you got the Browns, you got the Bengals, and you got the Steelers.
Are there really 3 big dogs?
Well, yeah.
Are they really?
Ravens, Bengals should definitely be. Well, I don't know. The Bengals defense is their Achilles heel. That's their only
always been
part of the defense.
Always been.
The offense is amazing. The offense is going to be top 3.
Right.
But the defense is the bottom 3. So do they weigh each other out? Is it going to be? So that's a big question mark for them. The Ravens have no excuses. The Ravens should be battling the Bills for the AFC Championship game.
All right, give us 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, Steve.
Well, I got Ravens, Bengals,
right,
Steelers, and Browns in that order. Like I said, you know me, Aaron Rodgers doesn't do anything for me, but they still got Tomlin. So when you got Tomlin, they got to at least be 9-8. That's just a Tomlin rule.
And I don't think Pittsburgh Steelers fans really understand that you have the best coach team in the NFL, or let me say arguably, because people will jump on my back in the DMs.
They'll throw out the coach for the Chiefs. I would say he's the 2nd best coach.
Wait a minute.
I have to put Andy Reid.
I truly understand, but understand my way of thinking.
Yes.
Andy Dalton has had not Andy Dalton. Andy Reid has had A1 quarterback, A1 tight end, and a tremendous backfield.
Right.
They always have it together. Let alone they got Cracker Jack box for wide receivers all the time. Now, with that talent, it's already a blueprint set up.
Yes, but how did he
Mike
get this way?
Tomlin,
And Andy Reid is the one who drafted Mahomes.
right?
Remember, he already had Smith and went ahead and drafted Mahomes with the number 10 pick. That's a sign of a good coach is evaluating talent.
Well, I'm in no way arguing Andy Reid being a great coach. What the reason I gave Mike Tomlin the label that I did, Mike Tomlin has had a team that doesn't look like it should do anything for how many years? A terrible running game, a quarterback that we don't know what's going to happen or who's going to be a quarterback, and he still makes the playoffs in a division where he has the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Right.
Now, if that doesn't make him the great coach, I don't know what to say.
Well, I love Tomlin, but the problem is that for everything you just said, the bottom line is that it was the 2017 the last time they won a playoff game. If you want to talk about greatness, you got to get the job done in the postseason. Yes. And so,
honestly, the teams that he's had shouldn't even made the playoffs.
I would agree, but
they shouldn't have made the playoffs. You can't get mad at the coach for not having the right personnel.
But
the coach doesn't control the personnel. Okay. They always play good enough unless you want to do that thing tank so you can get better players. He doesn't believe in tanking.
Okay, so then that has to be held against him. Then you can't have it both ways. You can't sit there and say, well, he hasn't won the big games, but that's because he doesn't have the players. But then he's winning with those same players that he didn't have to win the big games. It's a catch-22.
He turns lemons into
at some point, he has to be held accountable for the talent he has. I mean, he drafted Pickett, right? Pickett was going to be his savior.
Yeah, I get you there.
And he also drafted. He brought what's the name over from the Bears to be his quarterback, Trubisky.
There you have it.
That was going to be his savior. So I mean, these are all decisions that he helped make. So I love Tomlin. Don't get me wrong. I'm saying Tomlin is number 2, but I got to put the guy who year in and year out gets the job done, which is Andy Reid.
Well, looking at it from that perspective, yes. I'm just talking about somebody that is not expected to make it. He's always a straight line. The personality he has, there's a lot of games that I say Pittsburgh should lose and they still win.
Oh,
and it doesn't make. How did you win that game? How did you win?
I agree. I mean, and when it comes to regular season, Tomlin is a criminal of crime. But the regular season doesn't mean anything if you can't get it done in the playoffs.
Yeah. So my prediction for the AFC North, Baltimore Ravens, number 1, should win the Super Bowl. Pittsburgh, number 3, Cincinnati, number 2, Cleveland, holding up last, unless you put Shador in, and then maybe you could throw some licks. Put Shador in, let him spin.
All right,
if you want to win, put Shador in.
I like it. I like that. Good. So we got the same teams. You just said it in a different way. That's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay though. I like it. All right. AFC South. Oh my goodness. This should be like the least division. This is like the somebody got to win it.
Don't count them out, Steve.
Okay. You got the Texans, which the last couple of years has been the cream of the division.
Going to run that division.
There's nothing to argue that they should still not be the cream of the division. But who knows? Because they haven't done anything great to make themselves better.
They already have an excellent team. And this is one of those things I would like to tell people when you do your gambling. This is what you look at. This is a division that at the beginning of the season that you can go put money on and say the Houston Texans will win the division and make you some money. It's like money in the bank. people have to fall off that team for that team to come apart. They have the Indianapolis Colts, the Jacksonville Jaguars, and the Tennessee Titans. All teams that have been getting poked by a stick for the last 4 years.
Yeah, any one of those
Nothing.
three teams.
Nothing.
You can flip a coin and figure out how those three teams are going to figure out. Colts, Jaguars, and Titans. Any one of the three could be a playoff team as a wild card.
Yes.
Any one of the three teams could go and win 4 or 5 games. It's that type of division. There's no rhyme or reason with any of those teams in that division. It's just kind of.
But this is the thing I just try to teach people that, people DM me for picks, and I make people a few extra dollars. And this is I like to point out on your bookie card or for the week, Houston Texans. Just watch the matchups. They have to play each one of these teams in this division twice.
Mm-hmm.
That's 6 wins. I just try to help people out. Some people won't get it. It'll go over their head.
Yeah, I'm no arguments from me. Like I said, the AFC South is a crapshoot as far as I'm concerned. It's Texans win by default, and then the other 3 teams you just don't know what you.
They don't win by default because the Texans have an actually good team. They don't win by default. Stop it, Steve. Don't put the good team in the division down because the other teams are lacking.
If you put the Texans in the AFC North, they're the 5th best team, or at least the 4th best team. They'd be behind the Browns. I mean, they'll be ahead of the Browns, but Ravens, Bengals, and Steelers, I think, are better than the Texans.
I have to pick the game because the Texans can bite any one of those teams.
Yeah,
any one of them.
All right. Well, you guys keep an eye on this. You guys are.
So did you line them up 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th?
Well, I did. I told you. Well, it's the Texans, and then everybody else is a crapshoot. So if I had to put them in order, I'd say Colts 2nd, Jags 3rd, and Titans 4th. Only because Titans do have a rookie quarterback, even though he's good, he just doesn't have any talent around him. Jags at least have a couple running back, a wide receiver, the new guy.
That's why I would flip it
around.
I put the Jags 2nd and Indianapolis bringing up 3rd because Indianapolis is sitting Anthony Richardson and starting the
Daniel Jones.
I'm putting the Jacksonville 2nd. So Houston, Jacksonville, Indianapolis, Tennessee for the AFC South.
Yeah, I mean I can't argue it. Like I said, the last 3 are just you could flip a coin on them. It all depends on health and luck. So, speaking of luck, let's get to that AFC West.
Woo! This is a real division right here.
Yeah, you may see some improvements in this division. I mean, the cream of the crop has been the Chiefs. Last, but God knows.
Creme de la creme.
Yes, and this is the first year where there may actually be a team to give them a run for their money, legitimately. So, I think they've been like 9 times straight AFC West champs.
Did you believe that when it came out your mouth?
Yeah.
Did you really believe that?
I think the Broncos could give them a run for their money. I believe
Broncos?
That. Yeah, I think the Broncos are in position. Bo Nix is a legit real deal.
I'm not taking that from him. You're right.
If everything falls into place, I'm not saying they're going to win the division. I'm just saying that this is the year where there's a legit chance they could lose. And don't count the Chargers.
I'm not.
The Chargers got some talent too. They could legitimately steal the division. So Broncos and Chargers, I think, will really be battling out for 2nd. And either one, if anything goes wrong for the Chiefs, could steal the West. That's my prediction. Chiefs are the favorite, but keep an eye on the Broncos and Chargers, and the
So
Raiders are a wild card.
first, second, third, fourth.
Third, yeah, but Raiders are a wild card. Raiders could sneak in and steal third because they're going to be with Geno Smith. They're going to be better. Geno Smith make you legitimate,
and he has his coach back.
Hmm?
And he has his coach back.
Yeah, he has his coach back, and he has a chip on his shoulder. So that's two things that's good for Geno. When he has a chip on his shoulder and he has his coach, I expect him to have a big season.
AFC West, by far the best division in the AFC. It has tremendous talent, and it's a dogfight about to happen. What I will say is the Chargers, the Broncos, and the Raiders are going to be in a dogfight. The Raiders will show up this season. I just don't know how well, Geno has to get it and get in the groove with his brand new team. It won't be like when he was with Seattle, like he doesn't have any rapport with these people yet. So we have to see how they gel together. Who's going to be his favorite target on this team? How's the running game going to be? All question marks. So I'm gonna leave that there with the Raiders. But what you did say about the chip on your shoulder, if you think Travis Kelce, Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid is going to let what happened to them in the Super Bowl, especially with the disrespect from people and the Madden community who lowered Patrick Mahomes' speed for losing the third Super Bowl in a row. It wasn't a big fault. They were supposed to have a bad game. They were creeping by. Look for the Chiefs to make some noise, bar no injury. If Patrick can keep that ankle healthy, the Chiefs is about to eat this up. If you don't know that wide receiver that's faster than Tyreek that he has, that they haven't utilized yet, that you will see this season, the Chiefs are back. Now, I put Baltimore Ravens as the Super Bowl winners for this season, but I can't. Their quarterback messes up every year. He has the best team. He is the best QB. Bad decisions keep them where they're at. Patrick Mahomes capitalizes off people making bad decisions. Andy Reid capitalizes off of people making bad decisions. Kansas City is easy to slide back up to their throne if Baltimore Ravens are not careful. But those two in the big game again this season.
Could very well be. Like I said, I still got the Chiefs as a team in that division, but like you said, any slippage, and you got three teams that are hungry and can come out and take it. So AFC is a dogfight. I mean, let's just call it what it is. Bills, Ravens, Chiefs. It's a dogfight. I mean, they're you got to have everybody healthy. Rashid Rice has already got a 5-6 game suspension. Looking at how they improved the running game. You still got Pacheco, but who they have outside of him in case something happens to him. This is a lot of question, right? This for a team as great as the Chiefs were, and let's be honest, they got dog walked last year by the Eagles.
No question.
No question about it. They got handed to them. And so mentally, how's that going to affect them? You got
there is such a thing as a Super Bowl hangover. You're right.
It's one of, and they are the Chiefs. Everybody's going to go in there as if that's the Super Bowl team and going to play their butts out. So, I mean, there's a lot of things in play. I just, like I said, I just think it's going to be a dogfight. I think it could come down to the last game of the season. Who wins that division?
Yeah, there's too much pride on that Kansas City team. No injury. Kansas City is going to hang everybody out to dry once again. Now, I don't put it past 3 3 seeds from this division making the playoffs and being a problem for them because every team in this division can be a wild card for anybody in the AFC. Anybody can get it in the AFC.
Yeah.
There's only 2 juggernauts in the AFC, and that's Kansas City and Baltimore. Anybody can get it. And
Right.
this division, with being the best division, three teams can make it and be an upsetter for anybody.
Right. The bottom line is that somebody, or at least 1 or 2 teams, good teams, are not going to make the playoffs in the AFC. There's just legitimately 8 or 9 playoff teams in the AFC and only 7 spots. So 2 teams are going to miss out that are good teams. The question is going to be what 2 teams. So AFC is going to be tough. It's going to be a dogfight, like you mentioned already. It's going to be a dogfight all year, staying healthy and really balancing yourself out. You can't get too high or too low. You understand that this division is tough. It's going to test your intestinal fortitude. That's the one thing I will give on the Chiefs is that
Somebody
they got
hit me
intestinal
in the
fortitude.
DM saying, "Why am I disrespecting the Buffalo Bills?" And the Buffalo Bills have disrespected themselves. I haven't disrespected them.
Yeah,
I have a lot of respect for the Buffalo Bills, but have you ever seen them in the big game?
Yeah, you got to.
They look great all season.
I'm agreeing with you on that. As much as we love the Bills,
love them.
What have they done this offseason to counteract what hurts them every single year, which is what? It has to be Josh Allen run the ball, Josh Allen run the ball, Josh Allen run the ball.
And all those wide receivers that they do have you seen anybody be a stand-up?
Yeah.
Have you seen anybody be a true number one? I mean, we get it. I see the person he throws the ball to, but then it'll be that guy go silent. He won't get the ball thrown to him. Yep. So is it the quarterback? Is it the wide receivers? Is it the coach? What's going on that great team is not putting together wins? I don't know what to put on that. That's why the Kansas City and the Baltimore Ravens are the only 2 juggernauts. Buffalo Bills should be one, but
something else is in the way. Yeah, I'm with.
I don't. It doesn't even. Have you? I've watched games to where they're a better team and they'll play a team, and it's like they don't know what play to run.
Yeah,
Josh Allen will be cocking the ball up, throwing it, and we don't even know who he's throwing it to.
Yeah,
it looks crazy as the season progresses. I don't know what to call it. I like Josh Allen. I like Cook, their running back. I believe they should be in there doing it, but I don't. Something going on with that team. Something going on. I just can't put my finger on it.
I'm with you there. I can't put my heart into Buffalo. I want to. God knows I would love to see the Bills for that fan base, especially in their last year at their old stadium, Highmark Stadium. That'd be a great way to close the stadium out. It is with a Super Bowl win, but I just can't do it. They've let me down too many times before. So yeah. So I'm going, like I said, with you, Ravens, Chiefs. Those are my 2 favorites.
The Ravens should win everything. They should win everything with no injuries. Easily.
They got the other running back. They now got 2 strong running backs. They got the other running back who was out all last year. So now you got a nice 1-2 running game. I mean, they should run the ball at least 65% of the time. There's no reason to put the ball between the 2 running backs and Lamar Jackson. There's no reason. If you got to pass the ball, dink and dunk.
Hey, let just what Steve said, but let me give you the keys to people, because I'm not a Baltimore Raven fan. I'm a Carolina Panther fan, diehard. But if you watch this team and see the talent on this team and how they can easily just dog walk teams all season long by just feed the running back.
Yeah.
Feed the running back. Use your quarterback as a secret weapon in the playoffs.
Yep.
If everybody's so used to you running and dinking and dunking to your tight ends, to Flowers, when the playoffs get here with that speed, Lamar Jackson would eat people alive. It would look unfair.
Mhm.
Hey, that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. If you don't see it, I get it.
Yeah, I see it as well. Like I said, I've long argued he needs to stop doing hero ball and just let the plays come to him when the time is right. Make that big play. But
Yeah.
you do it way too much. You got the best. I'm gonna say the top 3 running back in the league. Feed him the rock and feed it often. He gets
They can
better
cash
as
teams.
it goes on. He gets better the more rushes he gets.
It looked like a team standing still if they play them the way they supposed to play them. But hey, we all gonna have a fun season just watching these games go down. I look forward to seeing them, just like you look forward to seeing them next week. We're gonna do those NFC predictions and break down the NFC's divisions one by one, like we did the AFC.
Absolutely.
NFC is gonna be a little more intricate going on.
Well, it's gonna be a lot more personal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what we're talking about. So it's gonna be a lot more personal. So please listen next week. It may get a little feisty next week.
And be looking out because we have a lot more to come. We're going to be posting up some contests. So I want you guys to jump in before the season starts. This week, you'll see a lot of stuff posted by us, as in contest-wise, because we're trying to get our followers and subscriber count up. And hit that like button, tell a friend, tell another friend, and we look forward to seeing y'all here next week, 7 p.m. You got anything else to run at them, Steve?
No, I just enjoy these last preseason games. This is the time now for those who do fantasy. This is when you really got to start putting in your due diligence and pay attention to what you're seeing, because it could be a difference winning a fantasy league and losing one. You want to get those steal picks.
Good luck to all you people in your fantasy
league. Yes.
Yes. Good luck. Hey, because we got some drafts coming up this week.
Yes,
and next week we'll go over some, because I know all the big money drafts seem to draft a little later. I'll give y'all some picks, even though I don't like to, because I'm in so many leagues. I know a lot of my people that are in my leagues watch my show, and they love to steal my picks. So I don't like to give up any tidbits.
Who would ever steal your pick? I can't imagine anybody would ever steal a pick from you.
Yeah, you one of them. But we see y'all next week.
All right, guys.
Peace out.
You guys have a good week. Peace out.